What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Burndown YouTube channel. So we are out here again today trying to get the transmission out of the Twinnebago so we can put that one in. We are in a bit of a pickle. We are still waiting on UPS. I had a buddy stop by that needed some help and to do a few things. As usual, that's par for the course, right, when you're under the gun. But we helped him out, got that done. It's about midday. Today's one of those days where I was kind of trying to lag to give UPS some time to get here because I still have to finish the new transmission. I don't have it buttoned up 100%, but we're in the process of pulling the old one out. So what we're gonna do right now is everything is disconnected. I just have to get the jacks and stuff under it and take the cross member down and take the transmission out. So we're gonna struggle in there to get the old one out. We're gonna pray to the hot rod gods for the brown truck to show up and bring me the parts I need for this one. And we're just gonna take our time and do it and try not to squish ourselves with the 480E. And it is Saturday. I would love to see this thing, you know, back fired up by tomorrow. But if I don't have the parts, I don't have the parts. So let's just get through this one step at a time. Let's take this transmission out, bring it back when I kind of take it out, and I'll show you guys how we squirrel nut and get this thing out. And then we will just go from there. I kind of have an idea of what I'd like to do, but it all just depends on how the day goes. So let's get after it, boys. Ta-da! So we got this bad boy out. What I was able to do is, this hangs down pretty low, right? So I was like jacking it up, but I was like, man, that hangs down low. But when you get back here, see how it opens up? So I just wheeled the transmission back, and then when I got to the end over here, I was able to pick it up on the tail shaft and then balance it on the two wheels to clear this, so I didn't have to get the Winnebago like terribly high. So she's jacked up, but that wasn't completely terrible. Putting it back in is a lot more difficult than taking it out. Still no big brown truck, but we are to the point now. I have a brand new True Cool. Let's go find that. I got a brand new True Cool 4000. Where are you? True Cool. Ooh, yeah. So I think what we'll do is we'll take a break, drink a little water. It's a little warm, but today is much more tolerable than it has been. And I'll pull the old cooler out. We will blow the lines out and then put that in, because we got to do all that anyway without the transmission in the way. Hopefully I'm trying not to make too big of a mess, because then I got to go roll around in fluid. Maybe we could blow it from, yeah, we'll try to blow the lines from the inside this way. So if we do make a mess, it's not a mess that I have to roll around in, because the lines go in on the side of the transmission. So we're gonna be smart and try to do that. So the old cooler is out, and yeah, it's funny because this thing's like brand new, but we're gonna steal the fittings off of it. We'll put it on the new one, and I don't know. I mean, I didn't see real big chunks that came out in the fluid. There's a lot of material, I guess, metallic looking stuff, but I didn't see any like real big chunks. But I don't know what we pumped through this thing or not. I may try to salvage it and keep it. I'm gonna throw it on the shelf. I got a buddy that has a good solvent tank, and I can put a bunch of solvent and just clean this thing. But I'm hesitant to put it on anything at this point, I think. So we'll take the fittings out, put this new guy in, and a new transmission cooler isn't worth a transmission, in my opinion. So transfer fittings, we'll get the new one back in there. We got the lines draining into this pan here. So we'll have to put some pressure to those. I guess we'll go from that side now, because I got a kind of a catch pan. We'll just do it gingerly, and then button all that stuff back up. So lines go up in here. Radiator looks good. So that's it. Let me get this thing installed. We'll bring you back. And I'm losing faith in the UPS truck. So let me get through this, and then we'll figure out what we're gonna do after that. But we're kind of running out of stuff to do besides put a transmission back in. Okay, I'm working on this, and this is supposed to be a True Cool, right? True Cool cooler, but it's not marked anywhere. It's not welded around here. It looks like it may be unsoldered or something in here. The other one looks like it had really small welds that went around it. And then this has big rivets, just like a blind rivet. The other one didn't. It had a different style rivet. And then the fins are, there's more of them, they're closer together. The other one was a little more open. So also what we're doing is this has like an overhang, see that little guy? And I just put rubber feet on all four corners when I mounted it, and then mounted that towards the radiator. But I didn't like it. It worked. It didn't really rub anything. But I'm like, you know what? I'm already here. I got a little time. So we're just doing some precision grinding here with the old 4-inch. So I'm just taking these down, being really mindful not to nick or hit any of this stuff. So it's flush. And then we'll just give it a gap big enough that it can wiggle around, but it shouldn't touch the radiator at all. And then for miles and miles, I shouldn't have to worry and, you know, see if the rubber rubbed through and if the corner's getting into the radiator, because you don't want the radiator getting rubbed on when you're going down the road. So there's that. And then hopefully this, I think it's a China boy. It was $100 versus, or 100 or 109 versus like 140, which is what I paid for the other one. So when you buy the True Cool, just spend the 140. Go to Amazon, click star rating 5 and up, and the one that everybody rates like 1,000,000%, and it's like the most expensive one. That's the real deal. I think this is a knockoff, but I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed. We'll throw it in there. I put these on. These didn't pop off. I think Happel's had one where these popped off, so they stayed on. We'll plug it in, and we will wish for the best with this guy. But yeah, if you want a legit one, it's like 140 bucks. Anything less than that, you're gonna get one that's not marked. The other one says made in Canada on it, top and bottom. This one has nothing, so I think it's generic. And hopefully she works, boys. We got the new True Cool guy installed. If it is a knockoff, it fits exactly the same. So I don't know, but it works. It's in here, everything tightened up. The fittings didn't fall off, so we're calling it a win. I flushed the lines out. I got my pan under there. Of course, we made a mess, so we'll move that out. And then kind of wipe stuff up. And then UPS isn't here, so I'm gonna kind of organize stuff. And I think I'm just gonna wait, man. I'm gonna hold off because I'd rather get this thing done on the stand than to put it in not finished and lay under there and do it, because I'm not really that familiar with stuff. It seems like a worse idea than getting it correct here and then putting it in. I feel like I'm just gonna get ahead of myself if I try to slam it in, and then it doesn't seem like a good idea to lay underneath there and try to assemble a transmission. So let me clean up, organize. If the brown truck shows up, we'll continue. If not, whenever the brown truck shows up, I need those parts, man. So I'll bring you back, I'll let you know. Truck don't show up, we'll wrap this thing. Well, I guess this is a lesson in time management, right? Waiting for the brown truck. I've pretty much lost faith at this point. It's almost like 3 in the afternoon. So we're gonna wrap this video here, but if you're waiting on stuff and you don't have anything to do, you know, why not spend your time installing an underglow kit when you should be doing a transmission? I mean, it makes logical sense to me. You guys know what to do. Like, subscribe, share. Till next time, I'm out.